But when we're talking like work, business related role model, I think my biggest role model would have to be Shox from League of Legends. Her work ethic, how hard she works, the way that she tries to help people, listening to her. She tries to spread awareness about how things are done, how social media is meant to be working, and how it makes people feel. I think she's doing it right, and I aspire to be, up there one day.
Check it out.
I shout a lot, I speak a lot, I research a lot, and I really love gaming. My first job, okay, I worked at a supermarket because my mom was working at a supermarket, so I was like, cool, I want to make some money, let's go.
Did you like it?
No. I had to swap shops. My first shop, my boss was like a complete beep or whatever. But the second one, the boss actually ended up being like a very long cousin of my dad. We figured that out because we had the same surname at some point. So I'm like, cool. I kept calling him uncle, but he technically was my boss. Oh my God, I can actually not remember what the first one was. There's a high chance it was either Mario when he first came out on PC, really back then, or a game called Crazy Taxi, I think. I'm not sure if anyone will remember. I think I gave up my age by saying Crazy Taxi. I should have said Just Dance 2020. Ooh, my first esports experience was 2016, ESL One Cologne, CSGO Major, and it was also my first esport job. They sent me to do interviews with like all the big players, and funnily enough, SK Gaming won the major that season, so I think it was meant to be. And also our CEO Alex photobombed my picture with the world champion, and I still hold a grudge for that. Loud, impatient, and stubborn. It's a bad combination, I'm telling you. Superpower. Okay, I'm a big foodie, so I would love to be able to eat everything I want to without gaining a single kilogram. Nothing. I just want to be able to choose my weight, eat whatever I want, and be the same weight. Which famous person? Oh my God, there's just so many of them. Which famous person? Right now, it would probably have to be Rihanna. I just love the work that she does, all the inclusivity, all the equality that she interprets everything in her lines. She includes everyone and everything in her lines. I find her to be like such a cool, interesting, and creative person that I would love to get some of that energy towards me. So I just love to sit, on the same table with her, have some snacks. She thick, I'm thick, so I think we'd get along. If we're gonna talk family, it's probably my mom, because she's worked from a very young age. She taught me that a paper does not necessarily describe who I am as a person. I will not necessarily have to go to university as long as I'm willing to work hard for what I want. So this is basically how I ended up where I ended up. But when we're talking like work, business related role model, I think my biggest role model would have to be Shox from League of Legends. Her work ethic, how hard she works, the way that she tries to help people, listening to her. She tries to spread awareness about how things are done, how social media is meant to be working, and how it makes people feel. I think she's doing it right, and I aspire to be, up there one day. Which app? Oh my God. I've been thinking about creating an app. So again, I'm a big foodie. So you know how sometimes you order food at a restaurant, but it doesn't necessarily come very presentable. I would like to be able to take a picture of that and then having like a more presentable version of it that's like Instagram worthy. So if you're ordering, I don't know, chicken nuggets and chips, for example, but it comes in like 2 carton boxes basically, how can you make this but glamorous so you can then post it on Instagram, right? It's like, look, I just ate chicken nuggets with chips, but like, look how glamorous it looks. I mean, it's fake alert, but hey. Esports is really special to me because I feel like it's the home of a lot of people that just don't belong, or they haven't found where they belong. And suddenly, esports is kind of like a big hug where it's like, oh, you don't like studying anything? Do you only like playing video games? It could be one or the other, it could be both, it could be none of these, right? But it's always open for everyone who's willing and passionate to learn and grow through gaming and through other people who share the exact same, idea or work ethic, or just want to have fun or just play the same game and have it as a hobby. It's just, I don't know, it's just beautiful. It literally just makes you feel like you felt like you don't belong for so long, but suddenly you do, because these people do the exact same thing that you want to do as well. The last app that I've used on my phone is most likely Twitter. No, it is Twitter for sure. I think we're kind of addicted to the social media.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get that answer a lot today.
If I even have to answer that, I don't know. It has to be League of Legends. It will always be League of Legends. I don't think it's ever gonna change. Oh my god, I've always wanted to do bungee jumping. Always wanted to jump down one of these huge bridges. And there's one in Greece, literally very close to my cottage, but I've never had the guts to go and do it. When I was younger, I would do anything, any roller coaster, anything you want. Now as I've grown older, anxiety is like hitting red alert. So maybe hopefully one day I'll have the guts to do it. The last game I've played. Oh, I actually played yesterday Ghost Hunter Co-op. It's basically like a ghost hunting game where you have to exercise the ghost, figure out what it is, then exercise it. It's really fun. I died in every single one I played. I would just love to go to League of Legends World Championship. I would love to. I had the chance in 2019, but I wasn't financially stable enough to be able to afford to go there. This year is again in Europe, but there's no crowd, so hopefully one day I'll be able to see the World Championship from the crowd. Okay, it might sound crazy, and I know that a lot of people see me with, like, playing with makeup. They know I love makeup, but I actually do not like the way makeup feels on the face. I like the way it looks. I definitely do not like the way it feels. And even though it makes me feel good, I don't like the way it feels on me. I think that's the only thing that I feel people don't know about me. I don't know, I can't think of anything crazy because I'm always like loud and out there, so most of the things that I most used Twitch emote. Probably Kick W. Probably. My most beautiful experience, 2019 summer LEC finals in Greece. It was in my home country. I got to meet so many people and so many friends back then that I have to this date. I got to take my friends to see the event. I showed it to my parents as well. It was the first time I was actually in a stadium as well for League of Legends, so I think it would definitely have to be that one. Okay, so I usually play League of Legends, but when I get bored, I'll probably watch something on YouTube and play League of Legends again. That's the addiction. That's how far it goes.